Arr.
Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome to LBS, Vox Pop, Serious Arr podcast, Season 1, Episode 1. So we're currently starting with Season 1. We call ourselves the team for the Season 1 is called Manis LBS. Okay, so that is why today we're going to start this entire season. We're going to do everything that is regarding LBS. Okay, so it doesn't matter what, how, we're going to show you throughout this whole season. We have invited a guest speaker. Okay, for today is actually Miss Cindy Bui. Okay, so if you do not know who is she, alright, she is actually our Assistant General Manager for HR, the Human Resource Department. Okay, so to be honest, this is also the first time we get to sit that even myself also get to sit with her for the next hour or two. Without further ado, Cindy, hello, good morning.
Morning, everyone.
Nervous?
Of course, this is my first time.
Okay, so
sorry, Katsa, but before you get nervous, right, here you go.
Oh, thank
From
you.
Zeus Coffee. So this is our iced rosé latte. It's iced rosé latte sponsored by Zeus Coffee for our very first episode of Serious Arr. Okay, let's try.
Cheers.
Cheers.
How is it?
Oh, very nice.
Good.
Very elegant.
Okay, so let me brief more about this drink to you all. Okay, iced rosé latte is a perfect balance of fragrance and smoothness where the floral notes, the rose, blend seamlessly with the milk. You can see those rose petals on top. And these ingredients are rose syrup, sweet milk, textured milk, and also espresso. So not to forget, for LBS Group homeowners and staff, you get 10% discount from Zeus Coffee Malaysia. So for more information, don't forget to check out our LBS website. Okay, guys, let's continue. Cheers.
Very sweet.
Good
Rosie
one.
reminds me of my ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, ex-girlfriend name Rosie.
Yeah, elegant and cozy.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, so we're back to the topic. Yeah, Cindy. So our guest speaker for today. So tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, I think many people that is going to watch this, I think they have never get the chance, or maybe they had the chance, I don't know, to actually talk directly with the Assistant General Manager of HR department. So it is best that maybe you could just tell a little bit about yourself, maybe some fun fact.
I think the AGL is just a title for me, right? Right. I myself, same like any others of you all, okay? We work very closely, we work together, okay? Myself, what about me is actually, I think whoever that knows me, I'm a very loud person, but I don't mean, I don't have any intention to scold people, it's just that my voice is very loud because I think it's actually brought up. Yeah, since small, my father, he has hearing problem, you know. So we tend to see it among siblings, we tend to speak very loud with each other. So my voice tend to be louder than others. That's why if I don't use mic also, I think it is very, very loud, but I don't have any intention to scold, you know, or bad intentions. Yeah. Anything about myself more is actually, I like sports, okay? Any sports, I think I do have some little talents in that. Yeah, so if you have any sports that you would like me to participate, to join you all, please let me know.
This year badminton, you never join?
Yeah, I don't enjoy it because actually I'm afraid that I couldn't commit the schedule. Yeah, but I tried my best. Actually, I was there, you know, to support all of the years. Yeah, because I was one of the committee as well. Yeah, and this is the first time that we do our LBS Sports Day. I think it was a successful event, I guess, for you all that were.
You were there?
Yes, I was there.
Okay.
It was a good one.
It was good. I think very first time, I think this was the first time, right?
Yeah,
really
I
first time,
think
right?
this is the first time, and I think we put in a lot of efforts. Yeah, why we actually do LBS Sports Day is also because we do a survey from employees. We understand that, you know, many of them, they wanted to have like family day, you know, travel, but I think we do start from something smaller first. You know, we do for our employees, we focus on our employees, and I believe that many of our employees do actually like sports. So we do for the first time, and I guess the feedback and the response was very, very good. So if it also like thankful to the management because they support what we do, you know. And if we receive a very good feedback, perhaps we can do it as an annual event for our employees.
HR was the one that's...
Yeah, we started, HR, we started with this, we initiated this LBS Sports Day. Initially, we started with just a normal weekly LBS Wellness and Fitness Day. Right, slowly, then we had badminton badminton match last 2 years. But now for this year, we actually involve more activities like we have a futsal, and we have a mixed double, men's double, and also we have a basketball as well.
Basketball,
Yeah, and we also do telematch for all the others who don't really have the talent, in sports, particularly in sports. Then we involve others for other departments to join in the telematch. Yeah.
So telematch reminds me of those schooling days,
Yeah.
All the Sukariko was so fun. I really enjoyed
was
those
very-
days.
Very tiring though.
Yeah. But I think it was fun because this is the first time that where I believe among all the LBS events we do actually mix around with other
Yes, definitely.
employees. Yeah, I believe during the sports day itself, that was the first time that some of them maybe perhaps knowing each other for the first time.
Yes.
But many other events we tend to sitting together with our department
own.
staff, someone who is closer to us. But this event, I believe that there's opportunity for everyone to know each other better. Yeah.
All right. So when you started your career, okay, was it when you started with HR itself or you started off with other line?
All right.
How long have you been in LBS?
Okay. Actually, I celebrated my 10 years anniversary in LBS. This is my 10 years
Oh,
in LBS.
10 years. That's nice.
When was the
I
exact
joined in 2014. So this year is 2024. So it's already my 10 years service here. Right? I spent, I think,
October?
I
October
joined in actually May 2014.
Oh,
So now it's actually, I would say 10 years
10
plus.
plus.
10.5 years already.
10 years, wow, that's so long.
Yeah, quite some time, but I do enjoy. Actually, I seriously enjoy, my tenure here with LBS because I learned a lot of things. Now, looking back about the questions that you asked me, whether I started with HR. To be very surprised, I'm not. I was actually graduated from economics. Yeah. I studied economics, but I do like HR. But my first job is actually I landed in a construction company where I was admin assistant to a senior project manager of interior design. So during back then, my senior project manager actually trained me to become a project designer in terms of ID. I do not have any technical backgrounds, but I find it very interesting, and of course I do encounter a lot of challenges because it's not my cup of tea. But during that, I really deal with a lot of people from different levels, from general worker, contractors, suppliers, subcontractors, clients, engineer, architects, and so many levels. So during that, I found that I do love to liaise with people, deal with people. So after 3 years my service with that company, I joined a company. I finally got an opportunity to be back in HR line. So I was back then with another media company for 7 years doing HR. Then I joined LBS in 2014 as an assistant manager, and now I'm the head of the department.
Oh, that's
10 years, I
good.
guess.
Yeah, 10 years.
So it means you started off as an admin assistant
Correct.
with
yes.
no HR background.
Then-
But your
Yeah.
senior manager was the one that trained you in HR was HR?
No, my senior manager in my first company, he was actually a senior project manager for interior design.
Interior design, but he
Interior
trained you
design
a
in
lot.
building, So it's a totally different thing. During back then, I have to go to site, a bit at site. I was based at site and go to site. I deal with general workers basically on site, then draft persons. So my senior project back there, I think he felt that it's a bit wasteful for me just to do or kind of PA to him. So he actually put me in a different role, asking me to involve myself in technical. It was very, very challenging, seriously, to me.
Yeah, it is
but I found
challenging.
it's actually very good experience and exposure for myself. Where from there, I actually find that, I do really, work with different levels of people, and I like that. So finally, after 3 years with that company, I joined another company as an HR. So during that time in the company itself, media company, I was actually mainly in charge of learning and development.
Training of employees.
Correct,
Training
training of employees. So I did travel a lot because during that time my company do a lot of team building. So I travel a lot with the employees from different departments. I organize training, I facilitate the training. Then I spent 3 years there also. 7 years. 7 years in that
7 years.
company.
3 years previous, 7 years.
Yes.
Then 10 years in LBS.
Yes, 10 years.
You look very young though.
3 years. I only have 3 companies to work with during my life.
So you've been working for 20 years.
Yeah, more than that.
How young are you?
You can ask
This
lah.
one I need to ask.
Secret, yes.
Well,
25 kan,
27.
25.
okay,
She's so young what?
Let's say she graduated 22, 3 years, 7 years, 20 years.
Cannot.
Cannot say lah, but you all can calculate yourself lah. Okay. So right now you've been 10 years here in LBS, right? So, okay, your current position, you started off as assistant manager.
Correct.
Okay, then you jump all the way within 10 years. That is a very good career progression. All the way from AM
But I must say so, yes.
to AGM within 10 years. I think that is something that I also feel like, macam I think. Okay, 10
Dan juga.
It was a very good experience for me, when I started to join LBS, because back then, I think there are a lot of things that I felt it really needs a lot of improvement in terms of the processes, the company culture and so on. Yeah.
You mean LBS itself?
Yes, LBS itself. Correct. So when I joined LBS, I believe myself. I do not know about you all. I believe myself that I have really transformed a lot in terms of the HR in this LBS company, where I can see that the culture is different. Company is progressively changing, transforming. From last time we used to be very manual, and now moving towards all these digitalizations, automations, and we always encourage our employees to change, to become a better person. Yeah.
Okay, so during these 10 years that you were here from AM all the way to AGM, all right, Assistant General Manager, you have seen so many changes. Okay, what do you feel that for you yourself personally, right, is the most significant changes that you felt that you have contributed to LBS?
I think I play a part where I do change the company culture as well, part of it, where a lot of times, like I mentioned earlier on, we are more conservative in terms of what we are doing, right?
Conservative,
Yeah. Says, for example, in terms of HR itself, last time I think a lot of times that we do not have systematic process. It was a very manual, and in terms of the employees' benefits also, I would say that a bit conservative and traditional, not really on par with the market. But I think slowly and progressively we are changing. We are moving towards that, where we actually taking into considerations of all the employee needs. We evaluate, and we actually work together with the management to come up with a better overall positive working culture, whereby it includes, benefits, salary, and the learning and development opportunities for all the employees.
Okay, so when you talk about salary-wise, actually currently I think, I'm not really sure how does the salary, okay, for example, right now LBS, every company they have this salary scheme on how they make payment and everything. Okay, but before that, we need to give a very big thank you to HR. Our salary was in today.
Oh yes.
Thank you.
So to those of you who have not checked yet, to those of you who don't know, okay, it's in every.
Receive, acknowledgement from employees telling us that thank you that we received the salary. It was very
correct. Thank you. We still have to say thank you, because salary comes in. That's why today I can be here. Because no petrol will come lah. Actually.
Tomorrow it's Deepavali morning. I say, no salary masuk. Today I check. Okay,
5
masuk.
o'clock,
So I can use.
One of our role in HR is that we want to ensure that our employees really, receive their salary on dot. We don't delay that.
That is the one thing good. It's always on dot 5 a.m. in the morning. I always open 5:01. Definitely it's there. You can
I
come.
don't really go and check that, but
because
I believe that all the
in my previous company, sometimes the salary can be delayed. That's all I can say.
I would say that the company culture itself and the leadership is very, very good, where we don't really, delay all this payment, because we believe that all this is actually part of the employees' well-being as well. Yeah.
Okay, so now come back to salary-wise, right? You just recently, I think 2 weeks ago or 2-3 weeks ago, okay, the government has stated that there will be a new budget for 2025. Okay, now from minimum salary is 1,500, it will be increased to 1,700. Now, if let's say in this context, how would it affect LBS employees?
All right.
Or overall, generally, how will you feel you affect Malaysia, if you want to go until that?
Okay. I think the positive steps that taken by the government actually is a good way, because I believe that government also would like to enhance the people's living quality, especially for those lower wage earner, right? So in general, I think companies who have who encountered salary below 1,700, they will need to do some adjustment, right? For example, in their budgeting, in their resources allocations. But however, in LBS itself, we do not have at this moment of time, we do not have any employees is actually below the minimum wage, right? So the impact
So you mean that we have nobody that is at 1,500?
No, we don't have that. All right. Yeah. So the impact on LBS itself is, I would say, is very, very minimal. Okay, because to us it's actually our focus is more towards offering competitive benefits and salary to the employees so that we can retain and retain the best talent. So we do not have anyone that is actually below the minimum wage at this point.
So let's say overall generally this is more towards HR, right? Means that if let's say anyone who have 1,500, they will need to readjust by next year, I think February, if not mistaken.
February, correct. February
to about 1,700.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is market adjustment, which is compulsory.
Yeah.
Now, this question is more towards, let's say if those 1,500 needs to go to 1,700. Now, is it a requirement that those, let's say, at the range of maybe 2,000, 2,500, is it a requirement that they should also add the extra 200? This is the knowledge that I mean, this is something, information that not sure.
I would say that it is not compulsory for a company to practice that, But in terms of, if you look at the overall structure of the employees, so for those that minimum wage, let's say now 1,500, we adjust 1,700, it increased to 200, right? So you have to take into consideration those, like you mentioned, below the 2,000. But of course, we wouldn't say that you have to increase 2,000 just to match back, because the government has increased 2,000. We have to look into overall where we have to look into their job performance, their workload, and overall company performance as well to adjust. You wouldn't have certain specific percentage say that, I adjust 200 because of minimum wages, so everybody will get 200. No, we wouldn't do that because we're actually already on par. We're already above the minimum wage. What we need to do right now is actually we really need to evaluate, work together with the head of department and also management to see, how much we can adjust for these people that perhaps 1,700 to 2,000 based on what they contributed to the company, their performance, and overall company performance financial as well.
Practically saying my appraisal this year is very important.
Yeah.
Very, very important. Appraisal is important.
Yeah, I think appraisal is just one of the tools that for your superior or your head of department to evaluate your performance.
True.
But to me personally, I think the overall, what you have contributed to the company, what you have actually provide insights or input to support your department to work well, that is also part of the factors that we will take into the considerations of evaluating the your performance in overall. Yeah, it is not meaning to say that I think a lot of people thinks that how come I perform pretty good in this year now, but then my reward is not matched. Yeah, but good in a sense of how good is that, because a lot of people think that I do whatever I have done, right? So I delivered, but this to me personally in HR terms is actually average because you're doing what you're doing, right?
You're just meeting expectations.
Meeting the expectations.
What you need to do is actually to contribute more. You do something more than what you do normally, right? You contribute, and then you're actually helping the company to achieve, I would say, the collective goals. Yeah.
Okay, so now come down to this question, right? There will be two types of person. Okay, in employee-wise, I think there will be one that normally will speak out more kind of person. Now, there will be another kind that is more the introverted kind of person. Means that they don't, maybe they don't talk much,
They don't
but
dare
they
to ask
but they
things
contribute a lot. So, in management-wise or HR-wise or whoever or HOD, how do they want to identify? Because normally those people who speak out more, right, they will tend to get noticed easier. So, what about those introverted ones? People like me, like that.
Betul ke?
So,
Okay, I totally understand where you're coming from. Yeah. Okay. There are two types of persons who, some are maybe really outspoken, so they can easily get spotted by the management or leader, right? But I think for whoever that work with the employee itself, your peers, your superior, your head of department, they will know that this person, they can do work, they can deliver results. However, it's just that this person maybe is a little bit introvert. Yeah. So what we can do is that the head of the department itself, they can work together with us, telling us that what's the lacking of these employees. We find that these persons, they have really high potential. It's just that maybe they lack of any certain soft skills. Yeah. So what we can do is that we actually grow. We will try to provide the training to equip them, to help them to actually better, to improve themselves. Yeah, one of the things that I can share with you all is that our key initiative that we have done so far, these 2-3 years, is that we have actually came out with a star talent program. I'm not sure whether you all have heard.
Last year.
Yeah.
Last year,
Last year was the first batch.
Yep.
So this year we have another batch, Yeah, we actually work together with the head of department, top management to identify high potential, high performing employees, and we enroll them in this program, right? So the objective of this program is actually we want to build their leadership capabilities, and then we also wanted to prepare them, equip them with essential soft skills so that they will be the next successor. Yeah. So many times I would say that we don't only rely on the superior or the head of department. If you yourself notice that you have a little bit of lacking some certain soft skills, be proactive. Talk to your superior, talk to your manager, to your head of department. Request that I would like to enhance my certain skills. Yeah. In HR, we try our best. We will provide the trainings. That's why every year we actually do employee training needs analysis where we send out survey. If you notice that we send out survey, we want to find out from all the employees what is their training needs. Okay, based on the result that we receive, we actually do analysis to come out what are the things, what are the skills that most of the staff felt that they are lacking of. Then we actually plan, and then we work together with top management. We come up with the program, and we enroll these employees in this program. Yeah, and I think aside of that also, I would like to highlight in terms of e-learning. If you all notice that lately you receive a lot of emails, IT, HR asking you all to actually register for all these e-learning because we are expanding on e-learnings as well. Okay, when there's this e-learning platforms, employees can register yourself, at any time, at your convenience, that you want to finish the training. So all this is actually to help the employee to gain new knowledge or enhance your skills. So take this opportunity to help you yourself to move in your career.
So I need to ask the star talent search thing, right?
Star talent program.
Star talent program. Why I don't know one.
You don't know what?
You mesti tak share kawan
Because
Hey, this one cut out from the line. Okay. What star talent program?
Yeah, Star Talent program. We have the second batch. This is actually second batch. Last year it was the first batch that actually is our first initiative that we want to do. This exclusive program actually took 2 years for the first batch to complete. I think about 5 to 6 modules. Yeah, from leadership, EQ, decision making, problem solving, up until team building. Yeah.
So I want to check with you, since you said there's 5 programs in one whole course.
Yeah.
So the same stuff we attend all 5.
So that's why I said that this is actually a very exclusive program. So we really identified those high potential, high performing employees, and we enroll them. So whenever that even when we enroll them, we actually call them. We tell them what is this program about, because we need the commitment from the staff as well. Because
when started?
It started 2 years ago.
No, for this year.
This year is actually early this year. Yeah, early this year. Yeah, correct.
So who I mean?
So from your department itself, you want to ask me from your department?
I don't know.
We actually involve Jennifer. Yeah,
okay.
she's in this program.
Oh, so manager above also still eligible lah.
Yeah. We wouldn't say that. This program actually we will look into because we have certain criteria. How do we actually identify? Yeah. Definitely you have to serve the company for certain years long, right?
Okay.
And your performance must be, above average. So, above average. And for this program, this is specifically for leader. So we target on assistant manager and above.
I see.
So what if like senior executive level they want to go for training like this?
Correct. Like I mentioned earlier on, okay, for employees right now, a lot of times I will need the employees to be proactive. You yourself know better that what are the skills that you are lacking of, right? So you need to be proactive. Tell your leader, tell your superior, tell your HOD, or even come to HR. If you do not dare to tell your HOD, come to us. We will talk. We will do talking with your HOD to understand better whether this staff is actually really need that skills, because a lot of times, employee they do not know whether this is essential or this is just I want, So I want it means something like it's not really related to my work, but essentially it's really need I need that skills to help me to move up further, to enhance my knowledge. So for this year onwards, I would say that for HR part, we really do a lot of promotion in terms of learning. Even when we talk to the management, we say that okay, why not from now on we really involve more participations from the executive level. So you will see that nowadays when we do training, it is not one topic just cater for just one batch. We will have the same topic, we will do 2 or 3 batches to cater more participations from the executive level.
Okay. So
Oh, there's a lot in HR here.
A lot,
Really
a
lot.
lot, also a lot. So you all just have to be very curious, aware, of all these informations that we are going to share to all the employees.
I mean, there are staff are very curious about all this program, but they are nervous.
Nervous.
Cindy, takut.
If you are afraid of me, I would say that you can go to any of HR personnel. We are all here to support you all. Actually, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Do not always. I think I want to eliminate the thinking of a lot of times last time I always heard every employee is afraid of being friends to HR. Yeah, but to me,
but that is very true.
Why? Because I
How
see
come?
this problem.
Because I don't see,
yeah.
I don't see that problem also.
Yeah,
For me,
yeah.
I feel HR is very friendly in LBS.
Okay. There's this saying. There's this saying. Okay, the saying is like that. Serious Arr.